So, you're new to Dragon Ball Legends, welcome to the game, or maybe you've even been playing for a while, but you wanted to hear my top 5 mistakes to avoid making in Dragon Ball Legends. Now, there are some things that even if you've been playing for a while, maybe if you're not, super in-depth with it, you may not understand or have thought about even, because I've gotten comments on videos of people who've even been playing for like over a year, and it's amazing some of the things that people don't realize about the game. So even if you've been playing, maybe you won't know some of these things. But I'm going to get into the top 5 mistakes you should avoid making in Dragon Ball Legends. Of course, there are other mistakes, but this is my top 5 list, especially right now in our just before anniversary season. So let's get into the top 5. For number 5, do not summon just before anniversary or even before Black Friday or the Christmas time banner. The big time banners. If you've been playing the game, you know when the big time banners roll out, the big events, celebrations and stuff. But do not summon. Say you're just starting the game. Loads of people just start the game before anniversaries or they make new accounts because, hey, it's a big time anniversary. There's a lot of ads out there probably, or maybe your friend told you to play the game because a big anniversary is coming up and there's going to be some hype characters. So you got the game. I know it's going to be super tempting because you want more characters on your squad, but hold up. Just grind story mode, grind missions and ways to get CC. You'll get free characters and you can use them to, grind story and stuff for the most part. Shallot can be great once you level them up, 5,000 and all that good stuff. Just save your CC. Anniversary characters are always so broken, and even if you don't get the LF, because the LF is more difficult. Last year it took me like 50k CC to get Vegito Blue for the first time. Then he kind of came in a little bit more often, but even if you don't get the LF, the other units for anniversary are always just insane, just amazing. So save your CC for anniversary, especially now. If you're watching this, before 3rd anniversary when it goes up, we're so close. Save that CC. But this is just a message to everyone just starting out. Save your CC before big events. There's also Black Friday, as I mentioned. Christmas, there's always a big time banner. New Year's, we have that, or we got at least this year, that all sparking banner with like higher LF rates. That was amazing. Save your CC around the big time events. Number 4, and this also applies around this time of anniversary and the big events in the game. That's when these are most prevalent. They can't affect any time, but that's when they're most prevalent, is around the big time events people are really hyped about. Avoid fake leaks.
You are fake news.
If you want to leak, it'll come from VJump or it'll come from another trusted source. Mainly, the big time YouTubers always cover these things. I always cover real leaks. If it's not a real leak, I'll talk about it in a video and I'll, mention it. And normally the title will have some sort of question mark in it because it's a question, talking about whatever this, supposed leak is. When it's confirmed, there will not be a question mark in my title. It's a statement, so there's no question mark. But I'll be covering, all the real leaks, and so do other people such as Goresh, DBZoom, a bunch of Dragon Ball Legends YouTubers. But don't fall for one. We got this one. I just saw this. Someone asked Goresh about this, and it talks about a Zenkai Awakening for Super Baby 2. And it even says tag worthy adversary. That's a big hint that it's not true. Yes, there are translations because these are normally in Japanese, the leaks, but you never will see worthy adversary. One, it's just not a tag in the game and it's never mistranslated like that. And they even mention, DBZ deck in battle at the bottom. Normally there's all sorts of these, mishaps or misspellings and such in these kind of things. This is not real for those of you that thought maybe it was, but just make sure you're checking your sources and not getting ahead of yourself. You can feel free, if you do find something, you can feel free to ask me about it. I'll check it out, see if it's real or not. You can ask, Goresh or them, see if they'll respond on Twitter or where not. But if you find something that, seems sketchy, it probably is, and you don't want to fall for it. Number 3, and this one, I've actually had people who have said they've played for over a year and never really figured out how to do it. It's put equips on your characters, guys. You want to use equips on your characters. They make your characters so much better. It's insane. Without equips, you just do so much less damage and you take more damage. Having equips is a big thing. I've had people say they just never really learned to figure out how to, use equips or how to put them on. And I guess it can be a bit difficult at the beginning, because there's so many equips and you have to upgrade them, and how do you get materials for upgrading and whatnot. Most of the time I think all the time it's just souls actually. It's all the time it's just souls. But you want to upgrade equipment, and it won't let you put an equipment on a character if that character cannot have it. So That helps out big time. The game helps you that way. If that character can't use it, it won't let you put it on. I've made an equipment guide video. It's a bit older now, but it still covers everything you should know for the most part. So you can go check that out if you want to, if you're struggling with equipment, trying to learn, you know, what you want to do for equipment. Also on YouTube and, you know, the internet, Google, Reddit, all sorts of places. There are more in-depth guides. I believe Game Press actually has guides that show you the best equipment for each character specifically. So if you want to get in-depth, you can go check that out. But make sure you have equipment on, guys. You'll win so much more in PvP if you're playing without equipment right now. You'll win so much more and enjoy the game so much more. Use clips, guys. Number 2. Do not, and this is huge, do not skip playing the story in Dragon Ball Legends. I know some games like this where it's kind of like a PvP thing, people skip playing the story because they want to just play PvP. Do not skip the story in Legends. It's the best source of CC in the entire game. Do not miss out on all the wonderful CC you can get from playing story. Play through the story. If you don't care about what's happening with Shaller in the world, you can just hit skip on a whole bunch of things, skip through the story. Although I will say, it's actually a pretty decent story. I find it to be enjoyable following along. I mean, yeah, it's not going to win, you know, any story awards. It's the greatest story of all time, but it's pretty good and it's enjoyable. So why not check it out? But make sure you're playing for the CC, if anything. That story is the one thing you should play every single battle. I'm not going to tell you have to sit there and grind out every single little mission inside each story, but just play every battle to get this 10 CC plus the extra bonus 10 CC, and then play it on hard too. It's the best way to get CC, especially if you're just starting out. Especially when you're just starting out. So make sure you're playing story mode. Number 1, I mean, it's arguable you could put the story here on my list, but this is just, it's so egregious. Never, ever, ever buy CC in this game if it's not on sale. Never buy their normal prices. It's straight robbery. Those prices are horrible. Like, it's insane how expensive they are for CC. It is just not worth it. I mean, I don't want to tell you how you should spend your money. If you want to and you got a ton of money, like you're not, you know, gonna be low on money, or this is the only money you have to, you know, to spend on something enjoyable, only buy the sales, guys. They have sales all the time, so there's really no point in buying CC at its normal price. It's just so overpriced. I don't want to see anyone pay for that because it's ridiculous. It's just truly ridiculous. Even the sales, I feel, are a bit expensive for CC. I feel the sales should be like normal price, and then they should have sales if they make, you know, whatever, they should have sales that are cheaper, all right? CC should be cheaper all around. That's what I'm saying. Do not buy CC if it's not on sale. I know maybe if you're new to the game, you may not understand, you know, that there's sales really often. You feel, all right, I'll just buy this CC because I want it now. Nah, there's a lot of sales often, so don't buy that CC at full price. It is straight ripoff. Do not do it. But that's going to do it. I hope this helps you guys out if you're just starting, or even maybe if you've been around, you know, and needed to hear one of these tips. So it helps you guys out. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and I appreciate you guys watching the videos. It means a lot to me, especially when you press the big red button. But hope y'all are staying happy and healthy out there, and I'll catch y'all tomorrow.